And with more business news now, our business editor, Mike Eppel, joining us. Mike, good morning to you. The Canadian dollar is getting close to reaching its lowest level since 2004.
Yeah, it was down significantly yesterday on that interest rate reduction by our Bank of Canada, Leah. And yeah, don't call it a recession. Shh, don't say it. It's just a contraction, although the opposition parties in Ottawa were quick to bring out the R word for political maneuvering. But it's, as one market watcher called it, it's the economic scenario that shall not be named. It's like the Voldemort out of the Harry Potter films. But nevertheless, we've got an interest rate scenario right now that you look back where interest rates were in the peak of the Great Recession in 2009. And that's where we are. Are we really in that bad of an economic scenario? The oil price obviously has been a major downturn, but you look at pockets of the economy, they're not doing too badly. Stephen Poloz being surprised that exports haven't picked up as much as expected. Well, they look to be devaluing our way to trying to bolster that. But our biggest buyers out of Europe and China and the United States just not buying as much right now. And let's face it, a lot of manufacturers have left, in Ontario specifically, to cheaper jurisdictions, whether it's Mexico or other parts. So maybe or not. And you know, not that long ago, Research in Motion, BlackBerry, was a huge exporter of BlackBerries globally. They're nowhere near where they were at this time back in 2010, 2011. So exports, maybe we're in a new normal for that. But we do have this low interest rate scenario, and mortgage rates, are they going to come down a little bit? We'll track that. The big banks cut the prime lending rate by 10 to 15 basis points yesterday. Federal government said to be considering bringing in some new mortgage rules regarding purchases of homes over the $1 million mark, maybe to try to cool things off in that and to offset maybe lower mortgage rates. We are watching shares in the Eurozone move higher for a seventh day. The Greek government last night approved the austerity measures in exchange for cash from the European Central Bank. The ECB fronting Greece upwards of $8 billion US to help it pay its short-term debts. And shares of Netflix right off the bat this morning, Leah, up 12% on Wall Street. The video streaming company last night put out its earnings. 65 million subscribers worldwide, up 3 million over the last quarter, and a lot of those in the United States. They're looking at big international expansion there in the stock, reflecting that in the early trade this morning. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Mike. Love the Voldemort reference. Anytime Harry Potter can be mentioned, I'm all about it. That's business editor Mike Eppel. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.
BT's Market Report is brought to you by 660 News.
And that is news and business this morning, 7:40. Now back over to Jill.